This is PWPH Studios, the home of pro wrestling podcasts in the Philippines. And you are listening to The Main Event Mark.
The views, opinions, and takes expressed in this program are solely those of the host and do not necessarily reflect the views, opinions, or positions of PWPH Studios, Pro Wrestling Philippines, or any of their affiliates. All materials, references, and discussions in this episode are intended for general information and commentary purposes only. Please be advised that this episode may contain strong language and content that may not be suitable for younger audiences. Listener discretion is strongly advised. Stay safe and stay wrestle, everyone. Welcome to the main event, Mark.
Yo, check. We're good. So, thank you very much for joining me right here on the Main Event Mark podcast, the post-show review here on the Main Event Mark podcast by PWPH Studios. So, wala ako sa bahay ngayon apparently. Totoo yun. Ayun, so medyo naninibago ako sa setup ko kasi I use a desktop and medyo maganda yung audio ko. I wish my audio is not going to be fucked up right at the end. Alright? So just bear with me. Just bear with my background here. This is very messy. Pero I tried my best to fix everything here. But I doubt it will. Ayan. So maraming salamat muna sa lahat ng nanood at manonood ng ating post-show here. I know this is kind of underwhelming because of what's happening in WWE for the past few days, and medyo dull talaga ang creative ng WWE, no? So I am very disappointed with SmackDown last night, which is something that I'm going to talk about on the next episode of the podcast kasi they botched it a lot. Like, what the fuck that they're trying to do here. I am very underwhelmed with what they're trying to do with Pat McAfee. Pat McAfee doesn't need to be in the picture, and Pat McAfee doesn't need to be part of WrestleMania at all. Okay lang, commentary, sige. Pero as part of the broadcast, I don't really think so. So that's a little bit underwhelming for yours truly. Also, parating nga pala ang dalawang shows na magaganap this month. I'm not sure if you can hear me better. Ayan. So, parating na rin yung shows ng Philippine Wrestling this April 12. So, we have a show in FPW sa pagsubok sa QC in Quezon City. I think that should be a really good show as well. And another show and another side of Quezon City sa Bulusan with Dexcon dito naman. And I'll be part of Dexcon. Standing lang tayo doon. Wala nang ticket eh. Sold out na yung seating. So, sa mga hindi pa nakakabili ng standing, I think there's some tickets pa for Dexcon dito naman at dexcon.helixpay.ph. So, ngayon, maraming salamat din sa lahat na nakikinig sa podcast. Kahit medyo matumal ako mag-upload, wala eh. Boring talaga ng WWE lately eh. Wala akong magagawa. And WWE, keep it up. Keep it up. At least wala akong rason para mag-rant ako every week sa podcast. Na? At least NXT and Dynamite, feeling ko I'm a little bit, ano ba ang tawag dito? I'm a little bit overwhelmed with NXT and Dynamite compared with Raw and SmackDown. So, hindi naman nakagagulat-gulat na I really love both SmackDown and NXT. Or SmackDown and NXT. Dynamite and NXT is what I'm trying to say. So, ayun. So, just bear with me for a moment. Ayun, wala talaga ako sa bahay. Medyo naninibago ako sa setup. Pero, ayun, it is what it is. We need to continue with the show. So, Stand and Deliver. Let's talk about it. Yung Stand and Deliver this year is now a separate show compared to last few years that they integrated it directly to WrestleMania. So, medyo, ano ito eh, ano tawag dito? Ando na tayo sa part na, okay, that's just integrated directly sa night 1 ng WrestleMania. And in my personal opinion, hindi ko siya nagustuhan kasi ando na tayo sa part that it should be a separate show, no? Ngayon nga, nangyari na nga, sineparate na nila yung NXT Stand and Deliver from the WrestleMania itself. So, I am a little bit curious now on how NXT is going to run this whole damn show. And in fairness with how we got here on this live stream or this series of live stream shows, I think that was a really good show if you ask me. And overall, except with some sexy red that I don't really want to see on my screen. Other than that, I believe NXT Stand and Deliver is overall a really good show. Okay? So, I'm gonna skip the kickoff show with due respect. Overall, I believe that match was unnecessary. Except with Ren Sinclair and Charlie Dempsey being separated with the Ren UCC. Ayun, parang in my opinion, I don't really need to watch that match. Okay. So, isa pang movement or development with this show. This is actually the first show that they stream on YouTube, at least in the United States, no? I watch it on YouTube. I have to do a VPN, and the show was smooth as fuck. Except with the first match that I'm gonna talk about next. Okay, so let's talk about the few things now here that I need to talk about. So Lola Vice is now the NXT Women's Champion, and I can't believe that I am saying this, pero I really love how they integrated Lola Vice directly into the picture. Pero as much as I would love this match or this specific match, I don't see Lola Vice as a long-term champion. I'm so sorry. I really need to broke some hearts here. Pero hindi kasi siya pang long-term championship material, no? Tag team siguro, oo. Pero nakikita ko kasi sa hindi magandang posisyon that we are not gonna get a longer run with Lola Vice as the NXT Women's Champion. If you don't believe me, kita niyo na nung AAA champion siya. Okay. I think she is a really good champion. Pero I don't believe that this is going to be a long-term run. Parang gusto ko nga nung una lumabas na si si Blake Monroe. Pero given with the picture here, we're not gonna get any Blake Monroe on NXT after what we got on her title match, which is I'm gonna talk about next momentarily. Pero I still believe that we're still going to get a Blake Monroe title match one way or another. Or if hindi naman, for fuck's sake, let's just bring her to the main roster. ASAP. Raw personally needs some star power. SmackDown kasi ang dami nilang pinagbabato sa SmackDown. Si Rhea Ripley, si Io Sky is now on SmackDown. So that's a little bit medyo space yung women's division. Anyway, the match itself was fine. JC Jane as usual is a really good champion if you ask me. Pero my problem here is not really with the gear, but there's a lot of cuts due to that malfunction that's kind of killed the vibe of the match. Pero overall, I still believe that Lola Vice did a really good job to establish herself as the NXT Women's Champion. And Kendall Gray, definitely we're still going to get something with Kendall Gray as well. So, Kendall Gray is my MVP on this match. Para lang sa akin, ha? Kasi I think every time that we see JC Jane in the ring since last year, self-explanatory na lang. I love Kendall Gray. But when it comes to bell, we definitely need a Lola Vice versus Kendall Gray for the title at this time. Ano? So, yan. The match, para sa akin lang, medyo rush na ng konti dahil kay JC. Pero, ayun. The match was kinda safe. Hindi lang siya one big moment para sa akin, no? And I am glad that Lola Vice sorry, really showed up here. Pero ang problema ko kasi dito, si Kendall Gray wala siyang character, no? Except being a backup for Renzi Claire, wala talaga siyang character. Di siya nag-stand out with a character. And that's my only problem with Kendall Gray for sure. But I'm not saying she's a bad at the ring for sure. It just happens that wala talaga siyang character. Hindi ko ma-appeal kung ano yung character that we should get with Kendall Gray, right? But overall, the match was really good. Kendall can wrestle, definitely. So, yeah, let's talk about the match next. So, let's talk about the next match. It's Los Americanos versus the Vanity Project for the NXT Tag Team titles. So, this was supposed to be for Elio LeFlaw and Eli Knight, but due to the injury, they really need to put Eli Knight. Now, the former EK. I don't like the name. I'm not gonna mention the name here. I'm just gonna stick with Eli Knight here. This match was kinda obnoxious. Wala talaga. I am kinda underwhelmed with how the pacing went out. Given na yun, the match, the Los Americanos are really good wrestlers in my opinion. But the only problem that I have here is wala eh. Hindi ko talaga makita yung pwede ko makita sa dalawa sa kabila with the Vanity Project. Vanity Project, I can see them shine more with Evolve kumpara with NXT. Pero sana makitaan pa natin sila ng medyo mas magandang character work. That's my problem with the Vanity Project. Siguro, hindi lang ako nakakapanood na ng Evolve because nawala na nga si Kendall Gray. Pero wala eh. Hindi rin kasi talaga nag-work yung character nila eh. So yun yung problema ko with the Vanity Project. And medyo na-tweak siya ng konti. Yes, the link-ups with Blake Monroe, it's definitely kind of helping them out. Pero in the long run, that is not something that we're looking for. Alright? Vanity Project, yes, they're getting the experience with the Americanos as the Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne. Pero I am just hoping with the next story between the Flaw, LA Knight, and more of that very, very soon. So, next, this is a little bit personal. Let's talk about Sol Ruca and Zarya. This is one of the most established feuds in this card, no? So, I believe they literally killed Zarya's push here. I believe they kind of killed her push here. Medyo wala siya sa vibe ko nung nag-match siya silang dalawa ngayon. Wala talaga. This is just underwhelming compared with what we expect on the build. And just a little bit love how creative this match was. Pero wala eh. Hindi ko talaga makita yung yung development siguro ng match plus to the fact that Ruka talaga yung prospect that they're trying to build here. Wala. Parang ang pangit talaga. Hindi talaga nag-work out tong turn na to. I promise, no? So, sa madaling salita, this is a little bit messed up on WWE's part. And I cannot blame WWE specifically on how this match will be properly worked. Kayo ba guys? Kamusta sa inyo ang Stand and Deliver? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Pero ako para sa akin lang, so far, this is a little bit underwhelming with this match. I hope we can get series of matches though. For sure. Pero for me, this match, not the cup of my tea. For sure. Next. Oh my God, what's going on? Ayun, next, we have Miles Bourne versus Johnny Gargano. this match is really saved the show for me here. Ano ba tawag dito? This match, we're having some issues. We're having some issues here sa side ng YouTube. I'm not sure. Pero, ayun. The match as a whole between Johnny and Miles, at least nakita natin na hindi natulog si Johnny until the end. I'm trying to find that Johnny Gargano na hindi matutulog. Pero wala talaga eh. Eto, sa akin lang, this gimmick is really working for Johnny, no? Pero, I am into the point that I am kind of sick of it. And I'm really hoping that we can see more of Johnny Gargano na hindi mo talaga pagtatawanan lang. Instead, you will take him seriously more in 2026. But, yeah, that's actually basically what happened here with this match. I still love it though. Compared with the previous match, this is a little bit better. And when it comes to bell, this is amazing. This is such an amazing match. Pero ang weird lang ng position na wala talaga. Then, I forgot the assault here. So, Dion Lennox appeared into the ring and then he attacked Miles with a steel chair. Then, yeah, that was it. That's a little bit underwhelming for an fine match. Pero yeah, it is what it is. I am not looking forward to Dion Lennox at all. The character is not there, man. I don't like the character ni Dion Lennox. I just believe into the idea that mas gusto ko pa ano ba tawag dito? May nalala akong name na hindi ko malala. Ngayon sa stream na to, I hope I can mention it right after the stream or within this stream. Next, let's move on. Masyadong mahaba yung stream na to. So, let's continue with, ito yung last segment bago tayo magpatuloy. So, next is Blake Monroe and Tatum Paxley. Wala akong picture, pasensya na. So, I'll stick with this. Tatum Paxley and Blake Monroe. I think this match was really good in my opinion. Not the best match between the pairing, pero I am into the mindset of bringing Blake to the main roster. And I am still into the idea of trying to establish Blake in the WWE system. I'm not saying that she is a terrible wrestler, no. I'm not saying that. Pero I am into the idea of Blake is kind of lowering down on some talents or putting down some talents. Pero I am into the impression then that at some point within this year, they really need to bring her to the main roster. Raw definitely needs some star power there. For sure. After of what happened with Rhea, after of what happened with ano ba to? Hindi ko maalala sa mga names. Si Io Sky is definitely staying on SmackDown for a little bit longer. And then ayun. I think Stephanie Vacker ends up being transferred to SmackDown after of this WrestleMania. I'm still into believe in that mindset. No? Pero yun, I believe that will be it for this match between Tatum Paxley and Blake Monroe. Andun tayo sa story of Blake being kinda injured kay Tatum. I really love that. Pero wala talaga. Hindi ako masyadong fan dito, which is kinda jerk. I really love the match though. It's all about the mind games between Blake and Tatum. The match though hindi ko masyadong na seryoso, but definitely they're really taking her seriously, all right? So Blake, I believe, already got the main character in her, no? She got the character and medyo ang hirap din ng spot na to, no? And ano ba tawag dito? Si Blake Monroe, wala na siya kailangang patunayan with her run. She just really need to go to the main roster. Yun na lang masasabi ko. Yun, let's move on. Main event. Let's move on with the main event. Tony D won the NXT Championship from Joe Hendry. And my God, man. My God. I still believe this is definitely the best match of the show. I am to the idea of Tony D trying actually to do something with his run here in NXT. Medyo ano lang ako, medyo underwhelmed lang ako with some details of this match. Yung kina Ricky Saints tsaka kay Ethan Page, I love that shit. Pero I wish magstay muna silang tatlo sa main roster for a little bit longer. Kasi wala talaga. Masyadong stacked ang WWE main roster ngayon. Kung dadalhin nyo silang tatlo sabay-sabay, sino yung ipupush nyo ngayon sa NXT na main star that it's not underwhelming? It's not Dark State. Sorry guys. I am really not into Dark State. I am trying to tell you guys that, and I hope you will understand my frustrations with Dark State here. Alright? So, Dark State is something that I'm not going to look forward to dethrone Tony D. But, yun, I believe that's something that we really need to look forward here. The match was really good. And this actually my match of the night for NXT. Sobrang solid din talaga. But since his return, sobrang solid talaga. Sobrang solid, man. Solid talaga ni Tony D. This presentation was really good. Alright? And I hope we can see more of Tony D on this year, within this year. So, overall, maganda bang NXT Stand and Deliver? To answer that question, I would say yes. But I'm not gonna say either that it's a bad show, because that's an amazing show overall compared with what we are getting with main roster. Main roster is fucked up. As in fucked up. With what we're getting now, with the bare minimums and bullshits that we're getting in the main roster, I still believe that is better now. So, yeah, I think this will now be it. There's a little bit shorter stream. Wala naman kasi ako kailangan sabihin pa with how in the fuck WWE is booking their show here on the show. Let me just exit this page. Ayun. So, yeah. Wala naman kailangan patunayan with this live stream. So, medyo kinakapa ko pa ng maayos yung magiging figure dito. No? So, yan. Follow the podcast on all of the social media platforms. Facebook, Twitter, X, Instagram, and on Threads at Main Event Mark PW. And you can also subscribe here on our YouTube channel, The Main Event Mark. Okay? And then, please support din sa Facebook. Ang init na dito sa bahay. Ang init talaga. I swear. Uminom kayo ng tubig, guys. PSA. So, ayun. Follow the podcast on Facebook. Facebook.com/MainEventMarkPW. And, ayan, supportahan natin ang local wrestling. April 12. Wala akong live stream ng April 12 for Rebellion. But April 13, definitely there should be a double deck for Rebellion, TNA, and also AEW Dynasty. Kung anong oras, hindi ko alam. Kasi most of the time, AEW is ending their shows 1 p.m. So, baka igabi ko na lang yan. Igabi ko na lang yung live stream. So, yan. I believe this will be it for now. And, yeah. I hope we can support Filipino wrestling. So, DexCon with Dito Naman and also FPW with pagsubok sa QC. And, yeah, support all of WWE on Netflix. And as always, PWPH. Please support PWPH on social media at PWPH Select, and our mothership here on the studios, PWPH Studios. So yeah, in behalf of everyone here on PWPH, my name is Angelo Penera. Thank you very much for joining me this live stream, and we will see you guys at TNA Rebellion and AEW Dynasty. So we're out. Goodbye for now.
And that's a wrap. You've been listening to the Main Event Mark powered by PWPH Studios, a Pro Wrestling Philippines collective production. Catch every episode anytime on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. Stay connected and join the conversation on Facebook, Instagram, X, formerly Twitter, and Threads. Just search at Main Event Mark PW. Want to show your support? Visit patreon.com/maineventmarkpw and be part of the movement. Don't forget to check out our mothership, Pro Wrestling Philippines, across Facebook, Instagram, X, Threads, Reddit, and on Patreon at PWPH Select. This is PWPH Studios, a proud member of the Pro Wrestling Philippines Collective. Follow the network on social media at PWPH Studios. On behalf of Angelo Penera, thanks for tuning in. Stay safe and stay wrestle, everyone. Thank you for tuning into this episode of the Main Event Mark powered by PWPH Studios. The views and opinions expressed during this episode are those of the hosts and guests and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of PWPH Studios, Pro Wrestling Philippines, and its affiliates. This content is intended for informational and commentary purposes only. If you found this podcast helpful, be sure to subscribe, rate, and review on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Stay tuned for more episodes, and as always, we appreciate your support. The Main Event Mark is brought to you by PWPH Studios, a Pro Wrestling Philippines collective production. All rights reserved.